One thing I love about Nine Star is seeing how much this cooperative gives back to our community. They are always sponsoring and supporting our youth organizations. This is a huge part of our community and makes it a great place where we live. Encourage everybody to realize what an asset this Nine Star cooperative is. They give back and they have so much to offer.
Nine Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is
All right, welcome to Centerville, Indiana. We're at Centerville High School for some varsity football here on the Dents Automotive pregame show. The Bulldogs come into tonight 2-0. They had a convincing win over Cambridge City Lincoln, 68-8, and then last week won 14-7 against Hagerstown. The Royals come in also 2-0 start. They beat Frankton in week 1 and then beat Class 1A ranked North Decatur team last week. It was the first win by the Royals over a top 10 ranked team since 2015. So great starts by both teams here. We got two 2-0 teams, and looking forward to tonight's matchup. We are in a little different situation where for the first time we are streaming from outside, so not in the press box, so a little bit different, and I'm going to be by myself here, so bear with me. We do have chat available, and since I'm by myself, I wouldn't mind the communication, the interact, though when the sun goes down, I'll be able to see it a little bit better. All right, a little bit more about tonight's matchup. Centerville's put up some impressive numbers in the first 2 weeks of the season. Jake Tinkle already has 444 yards passing and 4 touchdowns. Sophomore Jeremiah Moole leads them on the ground with 191 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. For the Royals, sophomore Mark Cuby kind of broke onto the scene last week with a 164-yard rushing game and 4 touchdowns versus North Decatur. The Royals are typically known for their passing game, but the Royals dominated the Chargers last week on the ground. So it'll be interesting to see what kind of balance we have tonight. Eastern Hancock has kind of owned their opponents in the second half of their games. This year so far, they've outscored the opponent 43-0 after halftime. So some good adjustments at halftime have kind of helped the Royals to some victories. Hopefully everything's working again. Again, never click on any links that you see show up. So I will work on. Okay. Sorry, that's going to happen a lot because I am going to be multitasking quite a bit here. So we have some more pregame information. First of all, I'm Joe Paxton, and like I said, here by myself tonight. And then we have some players to watch tonight. And so we already talked about it. Sophomore Mark Cuby kind of had an amazing game last week. And North Decatur really didn't have an answer for him. And we'll see what kind of game he has tonight. And then for Centerville, we look at junior Owen Boyd. He's one player that you watch film from last week. He just kind of, number 33 kept showing up in the big plays. So he caught a long pass early on against Hagerstown. He got an interception. Returned it. I think he may have stepped out of bounds or got called back, but very quick wide receiver that will definitely be a person to watch tonight to see what kind of impact he makes in the game. Just looking at the schedule for both teams, the Royals are here at Centerville, obviously, and next week they're home against the big game against Heritage Christian. Heritage Christian's the sectional opponent, a team that's kind of had the Royals number through the years. And we'll kind of see next week. That'll be home. And then the big Knightstown rivalry game, September 15th. And just for those Royals fans at home, next week the Heritage Christian game is homecoming. So there's lots of homecoming festivities going on next week. Centerville, they play the Royals tonight. And then next week they'll travel to Winchester. Winchester's off to a good start this year as well. And then they'll play Tri, who was really good last year. I think they're pretty solid this year as well. The conferences, Royals, Mid-Eastern Conference. There's only been one game, and that was that game last week against North Decatur, and the Royals won it and kind of are in control of their own destiny. They will not play Monroe Central and Shenandoah until really late, like week 7 and 8 during the season. So those will be important games. North Decatur plays Monroe Central tonight, and so that'll change the landscape a little bit of the Mid-Eastern Conference. Shenandoah is at LaPel as the other Mid-Eastern Conference game this evening. Let's look at TEC, the Tri-Eastern Conference. Centerville, always near the top there of the TEC. Northeastern, again, a strong team this year. They're a team to reckon with there in the sectional, potentially. And then there's Winchester, we talked about a little bit earlier as well. I do want to give a shout-out to Lincoln, getting their win last week over Union County. And that program, just a few years ago, they were struggling to have enough players to field a team. And it's kind of congratulations to them for not only getting their program built back up, but getting a win last week against Union County. And we'll kind of look at the sectional here. So here's the Royal sectional. You see Heritage Christian, they play next week. That'll be a big matchup. Northeastern of the TEC going to be right there too. LaPel's off to a little bit of a slow start, but you always know that Coach Miller, coach team is going to be there at the end. And they will get things together. And Shenandoah, always a tough matchup in the sectional as well. Looking at Centerville's sectional, they're in 3A, so a little bit larger schools here. Batesville, South Dearborn, Franklin County, Lawrenceburg. I'll be honest, I don't know a lot about a lot of these teams in this sectional. So, but you can kind of see you got to figure that Centerville is going to be right in the mix when it comes sectional time in October. The weather tonight, blistering. It's cooled down now that I'm in the shade. I was in the sun, and it was a little warm. But here in Centerville, Indiana, 77 degrees, sunny, no chance of rain, not a cloud in the sky right now. And slight wind of 5 miles per hour to the southeast. And we have a little bit more of a bare bones setup. We will not have a clock tonight. So, and we're seated very near the student section, which is all decked out in Barbie theme here, Centerville. So, and the band is not too far away either. So, we'll see how this all goes. And all right. We're going to take a quick break here. I don't know if we'll get all the way through it, but here's Commissioner's Corner for a little bit.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of the Commissioner's Corner, our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Commissioner, traveling this week, you got a meeting with your colleagues around the country and state associations, kind of a yearly gathering. I'm curious as what some of the hot topics, big agenda items are for this meeting.
First of all, it's great to get out and spend a little time with my colleagues here in the Midwest and learn from them.
Right.
You know, there's not a lot of us that do this work, and you know they do phenomenal work in their states, and hopefully I can learn a few things and maybe change what we do a little bit, adjust, or maybe something new. But you know, I think it always comes down to athletic eligibility issues. Every state has. They still have rules in the Midwest that eligibility for participation has to be met, whether it's academic or transfer or behavioral, and we talk about those things. The other one is a big topic is always student safety, student athlete safety. You know, we're talking about AEDs right now, and I just stepped out, and that was the topic on the table. And how can we further the training of our coaches with, we've had some high profile student athletes and athletes with Damar Hamlin and others. And so how can we further that training to make sure we have more people that are trained in resuscitation, cardiac resuscitation, but also when schools need AEDs, how can we put funding together? How can we support schools and to make sure that their schools are equipped to safely handle a medical emergency of a student athlete. And so that's a big topic. And then, how schools celebrate state championships, how different states are going to do that, and how you class sports. And, it's just a menagerie of things. And, we have 11 states with us here today, and they'll be making presentations on what they think is working well in the states. So it's really just a phenomenal opportunity to learn.
It's kind of an interesting way of looking at it, too, in a sense that your jobs as state associations is to help facilitate the rules that member institutions have instituted. And in the background is obviously this is competition, and when there's competition, people want to win. And in some sense, you're all the defenders of fair play. That's what your job's really boiled down to, is to make competition safe and fair and educational.
People sometimes, if it doesn't go a certain way, or somebody says, well, you just need to put your rules away and don't even worry about that now. And I hear that all the time. And, Coach, what's interesting to me is we have an education-based athletic model where it really is designed for every student athlete. But we're always asked to change what we do for a non-education-based entity or something like that. And that's just kind of baffling to me. This thing has to be protected so much because it's so important for every kid to grow and develop. But yet we want to throw rules that are meant to promote that away just so one or two or three or a dozen student athletes can have what they want all the way around. We get criticized for that occasionally, and I understand the criticism, but, we're focused on all student athletes.
We're in fall sports now, Commissioner. Week number 3 of high school football. It's a great time to be involved in high school sports.
It is. Staff's been out around the state attending events, and once again, we've got some incredible athletes performing at a high level across this state from one end to the other, and great matchups this week in football. Week 3, coaches are starting to figure out how good their team's going to be and where they need to improve. But it goes beyond high school football. That's the Friday Night Lights effect that we talk about that. But tennis and boys and girls soccer and volleyball and girls golf are going on right now too. And, those sports are just as important, and the lessons learned are many along the way.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
All right, we're getting ready for the toss. Just so you know who to complain to, the guy that's zooming it is me. So when things don't get zoomed correctly, then that's me. But we are just using the team's camera. And we're having the toss right now. So the Royals are in their all white uniforms with the blue and white helmet there on the right. Bulldogs with black pants, blue uniforms, and black helmets, I believe, or a navy helmet maybe. And they're having the toss. And we'll be getting started here shortly. Make sure you share it out there. And appreciate everybody watching tonight as the teams get ready to play. Again, we will not have a clock tonight due to we just don't have the space and equipment to do it this evening. It is Centerville has a tremendous crowd here tonight, and we're getting ready to do the anthem, so we will be right back. All right, we're back. And like I was mentioning, Centerville, these stands are packed. These stands are packed here where we're at. And there's a lot of people not in the stands over on the side. So a lot of people, great weather for football, a lot of people here. You can see the Royal crowd there on the other side. We'll zoom in a little bit. So maybe you can pick out somebody. But pretty good crowd for the Royals as well. And here we go. The Bulldogs are coached by Ryan Cole. This is his second year at Centerville. He spent his first season at West Dell and now has taken over here at Centerville. Coach Paget moved on from Centerville to Muncie Central. And now looks like the Royals are going to receive here. Number, is that yours? Is that mine? Yeah. Royals are going to receive here. It's Bray. We've got, who is it, Garrett back there and Cameron Voles. We do have replay. We do have chat. We have everything but a clock, pretty much, I think. So we'll do our best. Do want to thank the AD here, Shane Usting, for helping us out, getting us set up, and giving us a space because he went above and beyond to help us out tonight. And the kick is off. It's going to go to Shaw. He's going to take it up to the middle. And a good tackle there by the Bulldogs. And a short gain by Garrett Shaw. And Royals offense take the field. Now it's going to be interesting to see what are we going to see here. What kind of offense are we going to see? We see the normal passing attack, or are we going to see attack on the ground game with Mark Cubey and James King, or a combination here? So we've got 3 wideouts for the Royals. Manship up. There's a Voles in motion. And the handoff is to Mark Cubey. He gets to the outside, very similar to last week, and he is out and running. And I don't know if they're going to catch him in the first play of the game by Mark Cubey. He's going to be a touchdown. So he's picking up right where he left off last week. And I'll see if I can get my replay fix here. Mark Cubey with a touchdown on the first carry in a very similar play that they ran last week for a lot of yards as well. So good blocking up front by Voles after he went in motion. And the Royals hit first here. Oops. Eden's going to throw a pass. It's going to be short. Oh, they're going to say he's in for the 2-point conversion. I missed it. And what an explosive start for the Royals here. Up 8-0 here. And literally just 16 seconds off the clock. 11:44 left here in the first quarter. So Mark Cubey with I got the stat guy here. How long was that run, Coach? You have that? I'm going to bug him during times. He's going to wish he hadn't sat here. Huh? 69-yard run there by Mark Cubey. Coach Poff here keeping stats. I want to recognize John Splater running the camera, or at least pointing it in the right direction for me. And a lot of effort to put on these broadcasts, so I really appreciate everybody helping out. So Aaron Redmond's going to kick off for the Royals. Again, you kind of wonder what are you going to see here. So he can kick it deep, kick it short, onside. He's got a variety of kicks here. And back to receive. I can't see the numbers. They do have white, easy-to-read numbers. I just can't see it. And Redmond puts his foot into it. It's kind of a little bloop kick there, and it's caught by number 12. Okay. Shea Hollendaler. And they're tackled right there. So good field position, really, for the Bulldogs. And they're going to come out here and try to attack again. Here we got Jake Tinkle as the quarterback. And we'll see who the running back is. I'm gonna guess it is Aiden Hochler. And they're going to be in a pistol formation here as Dickinson goes in motion. They toss it to Hochler. And he's going to get no gain. So the Royals string him out there, not able to really gain a yard. And Tinkle backfield. There's trips to the far side. They threw the ball quite a bit last week against Hagerstown. And there's a jet sweep. Nope. And there is going to be a loss there. Loss of 1. Looked like there could have been a little bit of miscommunication there. And we're in an ironic spot here. We're in the middle of Centerville's crowd. We have the student section just to our right. And we have the coaching staff right the row above us. So, all right. And here's Tinkle looking to throw. He gets some pressure right up the middle. He moves out, and the ball is dropped. Okay, intended, I believe, for, number 33, Owen Boyd. We talked about him. He was a speedster last week against Hagerstown. And back to punt is number 26, Braden Ross for the Centerville Bulldogs. Back to receive for the Royals is Cameron Voles. And Ross gets the kickoff. And Voles going to try to chase it down. And he is going to pick it up way deep in his own territory. And the Bulldogs wrap him up. Not much yardage there. And a nice punt there by Braden Ross. And the Royals are now a little bit farther back than they started the last drive. Second drive for the Royals. First drive was a Mark Cubey touchdown, 69 yards off the left side. And they've only had one offensive play so far. So, man, do I need to turn it down so we don't pick up all of our coaches here? So, if you can. All right. There we go. Oh, a little screen pass to Rubel. Rubel gets off to the right side, and now he's in the open space. And a good tackle there in the open field by Boyd, Owen Boyd. Oops, wrong button. I went to hit my replay button, missed. They're going to be quick on it, so I may not be able to get replays in. The Royals quick to the ball, but Rubel, not a lot of action catching the ball, but great blocker last week. Now Mark Cubey off the left side. This time the Centerville Bulldogs do a better job at containing him, but he's still dragging defenders. Going to get a 15-yard gain about, maybe 14. And but like I was mentioning, Caden Rubel mostly used in the as a blocker last week, and he's a big reason why Mark Cubey was running all over the place last week. And this time he gets going early with a pass. He's now wide out on this side, trips on this side. Redmond on the far side. And Eden passes to Rubel again, and this time he's going to spun down for a very short gain, about 2 yards. And now we're going to, again, I appreciate the comments, and the announcer tonight is Joe Paxton. So I hope you won the dispute. So I appreciate the comments. I'm by myself tonight, so I enjoy interacting. Here's Mark Cubey right up the middle. He, again, carrying tackler is going to get just about a yard short of the first down marker. Going to be about 3rd and 1, maybe a 1.5. And I'll try to call the time since there's no clock this evening. It's 8:30 left here in the first quarter. Royals lead 8-0. And a little offsides by the Bulldogs, a little hard count. Drew number 51, Harden, across the line, and that's going to give the Royals a first down. And now the Royals look to line up. Eden's going to be in the shotgun. They got 5 wide receivers. Trips on the far side. Manship on the near side. There's Voles in motion. And now there's Voles is going to be a little screen pass. He's going to turn up field, and he's quick. He's still on his feet and breaks a tackle. And nice little run there for Cameron Voles. And so you got 3 wide receivers over there, and then you throw the screen pass to Cameron, and now you got some good blockers and good size of blockers over there. And Cameron does a nice job of just breaking some tackles and getting the yardage. And the Royals getting ready to play again. And Eden looks to throw. He throws it right up the middle. It's picked off by Centerville. They were going for Rubel, and he's still going, and he gets off to the side. And so nice job there by the Bulldogs. Kind of stepped in front of Rubel there, and Eden didn't see him. Well, I thought I hit the replay, but maybe I didn't. Oh, here we go. We went back and showed the previous. So they were looking for Rubel, and a nice pickoff there. And I guess I missed the number, but so little life there for the Bulldogs. And it's 1st and 10 Bulldogs. Turnover by the Royals. And there goes Pritchard in motion. They're going to throw it to Pritchard out on the wing, and he's going to be tackled for about a 3-yard gain. Good pursuit by the Royals. Colton Dishman there on the tackle. So 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. 7 minutes and 30 seconds. A lot of action here already in just about 5 minutes of the first quarter. So, and then here's Tinkle hands it off up the middle, and he's going to get loose. Nice job there by Aiden Holscher. And he kind of broke through the initial tackle and picked up another 3 or 4 yards. Then now we have Tinkle in the backfield, Holscher in the backfield with him. 25 on this side, Pritchett. Tinkle threw a lot of passes last week, so I anticipate, well, that one's going to be a jet sweep off the right side by Pritchett. And he looks like he may have gotten the first down. We'll see where they mark it. Nope, it's going to be just short. About a half yard short. And substitutions for the Bulldogs. And it's a big 4th down here, 4th and 1. After the Royals turned it over, you think the Bulldogs really want to push this down the field and try to match the score. And they're going to like a direct snap right up the middle, and he's going to break free, and that is number 11, Nathan Dickinson, with the touchdown right up the middle. It's like a direct snap. We'll see if I can catch that or how that worked. Yep, it was a direct snap to the up back, and he kind of broke right up the middle, and the Royals were not able to chase him down, and that's going to be a touchdown for the Bulldogs. We're going to go back for the extra point. So the Bulldogs do match the Royals with a score, and that kind of caught them off guard. They are going to go for 2, try to tie this game up. Passes out to the side, out to Hoschler, and he's going to get in for the score, and we're going to have a tie ball game, 8-8 here early on in the first quarter. 5 minutes and 48 seconds left in the first quarter. We're going to try to take a break here. Sorry, the score is 8-8. We'll see if I'll get that fixed here, and we'll see if we can catch a break in here. You're watching Eastern Hancock football on the EH Sports Network.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
All right, welcome back. And the Bulldogs match the Royals. 2 big scores in this game. Mark Kuby with a long touchdown run to start the game for the Royals, and a big run there by Dickinson for the Bulldogs, and we're all tied up, 8-all. This time Mark Kuby's going to return the ball, and he's going to be tackled and stopped right there. And it'll be Royals ball. And still 5 minutes and 41 seconds here in the first quarter. And here's our offensive starters. So to give them some credit, Elijah Eden at quarterback, Mark Kuby running back, Aaron Redmond, Eli Manship, Cameron Voles on the offense, and Caden Rubel. We'll get to the offensive line here in a minute. This time you got motion by Willis, but they hand it off right up the middle. And I'm not sure if that was James, maybe. Nope, that was Mark Kuby with the carry. The offensive lineman who had a huge game last week, Ethan Carter, Logan Hoskins, Jacob Wickard, Braden Hill, and Carson Smith. That's your offensive starters tonight. And Eden in the shotgun. Going to move in motion. I think that may be Willis. I'm not sure. Maybe, it's there's Mark Kuby off the left side. And he's going to get about a 17-yard gain or so. I don't know. Off the left side. Good to see. That's Bowman that was in motion there. And now we have, I noticed Braden Sullivan was in just a minute ago. Eden's going to look to throw. He's going to throw out wide to Manship. He tries to make one miss, but 3 Bulldogs tacklers right there. And he's going to be about 2nd and 3, so good pickup on first down. If you ever see that it's too zoomed in, yell at me. Or, I guess don't yell at me. Type to me. And I'll see if I can fix it. Oh, and a missed snap there. And between Kuby and Eden, and luckily the Royals find a way to fall on it there. So the snap is, here's the play. Snap is there, and Eden wasn't able to handle it. Kuby wasn't able to handle it. Luckily, Eden able to grab a hold of it, and that's one thing we haven't done to this point. I feel like not a ton of mistakes early in these first 2 games, and there's one there. Eden's going to throw. It's going to be caught by Manship. What good job coming back to the ball here. I think we're going to have a great angle of this. So if we can get it in here. Eden drops the pass, and they're trying to come to the line. But I really like if you can see how Manship comes back to the ball here and make that a shorter pass. And nice job by Eden to Manship. And you got Eden back in the shotgun. He's going to hand it off to Kuby. Kuby's going to get off to the right side this time, and he's going to be dragged out of bounds. And there's a late flag. For a minute, I thought he got dragged out of bounds and was going to be a late hit, but that was thrown more toward our blocker. So I think it's going to be against the Royals. Some time of blocking downfield penalty. And I do have the flag button tonight. I just forgot to use it. So I believe that's the first penalty of the night. So they've called 2 penalties against the Royals. So I'm not sure what the one penalty was. All right, here we go. It is first down and a lot. First down and 20. Eden's going to roll out to his left side. He's going to throw it deep and to Rubel, but that is nicely batted away. And I think that may have been Owen Boyd. We talked about him in the pregame as a player to watch. He's just one of those players that you watch film from last week. He kept showing up. Okay, he kept showing up, making big plays. And just a sophomore, I believe. Nope, I'm sorry, it says junior. But still, making big plays last week and already making some big plays here. So it's going to be a 2nd and 20. And you've got, again, Eden in the backfield. And we've got a timeout, I believe, for the Royals. So timeout, Royals. And we're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Eastern Hancock football team on the EH Sports Network.
Some people see a huddle in the locker room. We see a second classroom. Some see a student athlete on the court. We see a future leader in the community. You see, high school sports in Indiana are special. That's because they're about learning and growing, not just winning and losing. Fans, I'm Commissioner Paul Neidig. Support education-based athletics in Indiana by buying a ticket to your high school's next athletic event.
All right, welcome back. And it's a 2nd and 20. So obviously you want to get a decent chunk of this yardage back to make it manageable on 3rd and 4th down. And so a quick timeout by Coach Etch. We've got 4 wideouts, Manship and Bowman and Rubel. And on the far side, maybe Sullivan. QB runs right up the middle, and he's going to pick up a good 9 yards. That's the kind of chunk yardage they wanted to get there. So nice job. It's going to be 3rd and 11, so now it's manageable. So now you give yourself a chance here. And in this situation, you may not be looking for the full 11. You may go just get a big chunk of this and go for it on 4th down. So Eden in the shotgun. Here comes Rubel in motion to the right. And he's going to throw out Eden out to Manship. Manship's going to be tackled immediately. Great tackle there by number 26, Braden Ross. And Manship really had nowhere to go, and now it's going to be tough. 4th and long. You're in a spot, though. You're about the 31-yard line. It's a big 4th down here. They may be trying to draw them off the sides. See if the Bulldogs jump. And Eden is going to take the snap, and he's going to look. He's going to throw it deep, and that ball is going to be picked off by Owen Boyd. Once again, I'm telling you, he just pops on the film when you watch him. He's where big plays are being made. And this long throw by Eden to the end zone. It looked like our receiver just kind of slowed down and stopped. And, yeah, stopped, and Boyd kept going, and with great position, got the interception, the 2nd interception of the game by the Bulldogs. Both down near the Royals goal line, so both times Royals picked off inside the 20-yard line there. So Tinkle, he rolls out. The ball is batted down by number 63 for the Royals, Ethan Carter. So got his big paw up there, knocked it down. And it's about 1:37 left here in quarter number 1. tie ball game, 8-8 here. And Bulldogs come out with 3 wide. And he's going to hand it off right up the middle. And Hostler just keeps carrying people and keeps moving forward. So he got hit initially about the line of scrimmage, but he kept moving forward, got it picked up with 5 yards there. Going to set up a 3rd down and 5. I'd say even it's a 3rd down and 4 here. So Hostler back with Tinkle. 3 wide outs for the Bulldogs. Oop, and the Royals nearly jump off sides. Gabe Johnson gets back. And now he's off on the right side. And nice running attack here by the Bulldogs. Big pickup there. Again, by Hostler. It looks like we're going to have some substitutions. He's going to get a break. And I may have lied. That wasn't Hostler. That was number 25, Pritchett. So Bulldogs first down there. And in motion, Dickinson, and they swing it out and really sniffed out real nicely there by Caden Rubel. He had nowhere to go, and big defensive play. As we can see here on the replay, the swing passed, and Rubel is out there. He's ready, and nowhere for Hostler to go. And so it's going to be, I think that's going to be the end of the first quarter, and they're going to wind it down. And we've got an 8-8 tie here in the first quarter. You're watching Eastern Hancock football on the EH Sports Network.
Nine Star is very focused on customer and member care, focused on making sure that however we communicate with the member and customer is how they want to communicate.
You know, sometimes we're the one person that they speak to in a day, and you want that conversation to be happy and pleasant.
As a nonprofit co-op, we're focused on providing the best service we can for our members.
9 Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
All right, into the first quarter, we have an 8-all tie. And a couple big plays are scoring plays. You had Mark Kuby with a 69-yard touchdown run off the left side, very first play for the Royals. And then you had an interception thrown by Elijah Eden to Centerville as they were driving. Then they get a long run by Nathan Dickinson and tie the score at 8-all. And then and then another interception there by Centerville now has the Bulldogs looking to try to take the lead for the first time. So they're having an issue here. The clock is there they go. So they did not reset the clock properly. But they got it now. Here, start of the second quarter. I see it is second quarter. This is where I like being at home. It does it automatically for me. All right. So we have a timeout there by the officials. I think they're just wanting to make sure that the clock and everything is set correctly, or the ball is set correctly. And there's 11:55 here in the second quarter. Tinkle back to take the snap. He's going to roll out to the right side, a little bootleg action. He's going to throw it deep, and Garrett Shaw is just waiting on it there, and he's going to pick it off, and he's still running. He's going to see how many yards he can get, and nice pickup there by Garrett Shaw, and the Royals get an interception of their own. So Tinkle kind of rolled out here, And he looks to throw it deep, and Shaw was just waiting on that one there. He was playing center field and was just waiting for it to come to him. And he picks it off, gets a nice return. And the Royals now looking to see if they can take advantage of a turnover this time. As we get substitutions in. And this time I think we're going to see James King in the backfield for the first time. And we've got Bowman out there and Braden Sullivan on the near side. And the handoff is going to be to James King, and he's going to pick up about 3 or 4 yards. James does a nice job at putting his head down and moving forward. Okay. See Scott Petrie's trying to win the farthest distance watching. If anyone can beat Rome, let us know. Do enjoy seeing where people are watching, so let us know. A little good slant there, but I think it was dropped. It was pretty close there on the pass. Elijah made a nice ball there, but I think it was Redmond maybe wasn't able to bring it in on the far side. And let's see. I'll zoom out just a bit. All right, 3rd down and 7. Eden in the backfield. He's going to hand it off to James King. He's going to break a tackle. He's still going. He's going to be just a tad short, about a yard short. And we'll set up a 4th and 1. And they're going to get up to the line fairly quickly here. So now they're going to hand off, and they're going to string him out. And nice defensive play by the Bulldogs. James King can't get around. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. 3rd turnover for the Royals. 2 interceptions and a turnover on downs right there. And this is something that we haven't done to this point. And give credit to the Bulldogs. They're stepping up here and made some big plays. All right. So the Bulldogs take over. 10 minutes and 43 seconds left here in the second quarter. 8-all tie. Motion there, and Tinkle's gonna throw a pass to Parker, and there's a flag back near the quarterback. We'll see what that's gonna be. So we do have a flag down. They threw it right at the quarterback. So they're going to say personal foul against the Royals, roughing the passer. And the mistakes are starting to mount here for the Royals. And it's going to be a big penalty, going to give him a 1st down. And it's going to be 1st and 10. Just past midfield, the 47-yard line. And Dickinson in motion. They're going to hand it off right up the middle. And the ball's fumbled, and I think the Royals got it. So let's see. The officials are not running in very fast here to make a call. Don't know. I think they're saying he might have been down, and that could have been. I didn't have the greatest angle, but it seemed like it might have came out. But we'll see the replay. That ball is rolling around way before, so I don't know what the call is there. They need to throw the red flag there, but it's going to move on. 2nd and 2. And there's going to be a 1st down by Hostler. So that's a 1st down. So the Bulldogs take advantage of the no fumble there. And And maybe I missed it. Maybe the Royals did not recover that fumble. And all right, Bulldogs moving the football right up the middle. Good job there by Trueblood, I believe. Kind of filled that hole and was able to stop the Bulldog right in his tracks. And substitutions by both teams. 9:11 left here in the second quarter. So really nice night here in Centerville, Indiana. Trips on the near side. Dickinson in motion. And Tinkle's going to throw. He's going to be swallowed up by Big Joe, I believe. No, it's Carson, wasn't it? Carson Smith, maybe. I'm sorry. Or was it Joe? We'll say Joe Hollenball, I believe. Nice defensive there, Big Joe. What a great name. All right. 3rd and 17. Hostler is in motion. Tinkle's going to throw it deep toward Caden Willis. And Caden Willis is going to get the pick. So, what an interception. He didn't even know it was coming. So, let's watch this. See if we got a good angle of this. He was kind of face guarding there. He turned around, and it was like, look what I found. And nice job. And you give Caden credit. He was in position, and he turned around, and that's a hard catch to catch something you don't even see coming. So nice job by Caden Willis. And the second interception. So both teams have 2 interceptions, and we're at an 8-all tie. It might be the team that starts taking care of the ball first. So good defense by the Bulldogs. Mark Cubey not able to get anywhere there. He's going to actually lose a yard, I believe. Watching from the Fout Cattle Barn. All right. Eden back to take the snap. QB fakes the handoff to QB. He rolls out. They're going to throw past to Redmond. Redmond's going to catch it and going to pick up a good chunk there. Going to be about 3 to 4 yards short. He's a little slow to get up. Nice play. Good throw by Elijah Eden. Good catch by Aaron Redmond. And Redmond's going to come out. Sullivan's going to come in. Braden Sullivan. And 3rd down and about 3. And we're going to get a snap to Eden. He's going to roll out to the right side this time. He's going to flip it out there a little high, but it's caught. And is that Manship over there? I believe typically that's Manship, but it may have been Bowman. My eyes are failing me. And anyways, it's a Royal first down. This time the Royals come out 4 wide. Trips on the near side. Mystery receiver on the far side. I think it may be Manship. Eden moves QB to the other side in the backfield. And it's going to be a screen pass, and Voles ate up right away. There was no chance there. Nice job by number 24, Sticko, with the tackle there. He just kind of exploded up. I didn't get the replay, but really exploded up there, and Voles had nothing he can do there. All right. And we got a timeout, I believe, or we'll see. Well, I don't know what the timeout is for here. Or has the ball just been misplaced? That's what we're going to say. Ball was misplaced, so they're going to reset the ball. Or maybe they called it an incomplete pass. So that's what the play was. It was an incomplete pass, so the ball needed to be back to the original line of scrimmage. So QB is right up the middle, and a good job by the Bulldogs. Nowhere to go. And another loss. And that's going to be a 3rd down and about 11. The Royals are really finding themselves in these 3rd and long situations tonight so far. So we've got Bowman on the near side and Sullivan. And Eden's going to throw. He's going to drop back. He's throwing deep to Rubel. Rubel goes up to get it but can't bring it down. And he tried to get it with one hand, wasn't able to bring it in, and now it's 4th down. And Aaron Redmond's going to come in to punt. 2 people back for the Bulldogs. One of them is Boyd. The other is Colin Peed. So Owen Boyd and Colin Peed. This play clock is not running. There's players running everywhere. So I'm not sure what's going on here. Allowing a lot of substitutions. 6 minutes and 34 seconds left. And the Royals going to punt for the first time tonight. And they come up. Boyd comes up. And Redmond does get a nice punt. Good high punt. And the ball's going to bounce back. And that's where the Bulldogs are going to take over. We're going to see if we can get a quick commercial, and you're watching Eastern Hancock football on the EH Sports Network.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farms Sweet Corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farms Sweet Corn. Paxton Farms Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
All right, note to self, can't make it back from commercial in time. We missed one play there. The Bulldogs carried it off to the left side for a short 1-yard gain. And so it's going to be 2nd and 8. And after some fireworks early, some big scoring plays, neither team able to get any points since. Dickinson in motion. Tinkle's going to hand it off. And he's going to be on the outside, and that is Holschler. So he is kind of in their main back tonight. And he gets a good pickup there. It's just 3rd and 1. And see, this has been the difference here since the early on. The Bulldogs finding themselves in 3rd and 1 short situations. The Royals seem to be finding themselves in 3rd and long so far. And there's a big play there defensively by the Royals. And that was number 27 for the Royals. Evan Wheeler kind of burst through there and nowhere to go for the Bulldogs. And the officials are having some trouble here marking the ball. There's been multiple times here where they've had to re-spot the ball. So it's 4th down and 5. And interesting, Mark Kuby back there on defense. I think I hadn't noticed that this season. There's a screen pass, and the pass is overthrown, and the Royals are going to take over, turnover on downs. And last week the Bulldogs tried a screen pass, and it got picked off by the Hagerstown Tigers and nearly returned that. Once again, they couldn't get that one to fall. So turnover on downs, Royals take over. The ball's going to be just short of midfield. And see if they can get some positive yards here early in the downs. They keep catching themselves in 3rd and longs, 4th and longs. So handoff to James King right up the middle, and again, nowhere to go. Good defense by the Bulldogs. So Shea Donner there with the tackle. And really, once James King ran into him, there was nowhere to go. So loss of 1, actually, on that play. So it's going to be 2nd and 11 again. And now we have an officials timeout again. So the officials have called a lot of more timeouts than the teams currently. And it's usually just, I don't know. I'm not sure what the holdup is here, but the Royals have some substitutions come in here. And you've got, looks like Rubel and Sullivan on the near side. And in motion is Bowman. And they're going to throw a screen pass to Sullivan, but he drops it. And nothing there. And right now, the Royals not able to really complete anything down the field, and even the screen passes have been difficult. So give credit to the Bulldogs, really doing a nice job covering these receivers and then exploding to them whenever you see a screen pass. So this time, same kind of lineup here. We got Bowman and Rubel and Sullivan on the near side. Eden fakes King. They throw it to Sullivan. He's going to catch it, but he's going to be still only about a 5-yard pickup. It's going to be 4th and 5, but at least it's a little bit more manageable than the 4th and 10s we've had before. And we've got Eden in the backfield. James King back there with him. Lights have come on here in Centerville, and it's really started to cool down here. Sun is slowly moving down. King moves to the other side. Eden looks to throw. This time he's going to go deep, and the ball is going to be incomplete, but it's good coverage by the Bulldogs. Really nowhere. I mean, that would have been an incredible catch there. Nobody's really open downfield right now. So another turnover on downs. I'm not even sure how many turnovers there has been at this point. Both teams have had 2 interceptions. Both teams have turned the ball over on downs. So neither team really to be at anything going on offense since the early fireworks. All right, trips to the near side. Dickinson goes in motion. You're going to hand it off up the middle to Holschler, and it's nice by Dom Shelby. Just kind of blew that up right at the line, and good tackle. Again, the Royals are in all white here for just joining us. Centerville in blue. And I am Joe Paxton, a basketball guy trying to talk about football. Tinkle fakes the handoff. He's looking to throw. He throws it short. And the pass is caught by Dickinson. And it's going to be a short pickup, going to be about 3rd and about 6 or 7. And time left in the half. Thanks for reminding me. 2 minutes and 10 seconds left here in the half. And again, we got a jumping off sides by the Royals. I just want a reminder, if you ever see a link in the live stream, never click on it. Friendly reminder. So, oops, I about blocked somebody I didn't want to block. All right, multitasking. I want to thank John Splider. He's running the camera. He's the one pointing it in the right direction, and then I am the one trying to zoom it. And play comes in for the Bulldogs. We got Parker here on the near side. Watch this. They had the. Yep, going to be a jet sweep to Boyd. And again, he was our player to watch. And he's going to fall forward. And it's just going to be about 2 to 3 yards short. Owen Boyd, our player to watch early on, has an interception and has made some big plays for the Bulldogs. Now Tinkle back, and he's going to hand it off, and he's going to be tackled, I believe, by Evan Wheeler there. Let's do a defensive replay. See if we can get that in here. So nice job by Wheeler. He just kind of burst through the line, and Holstler really had nowhere to go. And great job there defensively. 3rd down and 9. And Dickinson in motion. And Tinkle's going to be under pressure, and he's going to be sacked for a loss. Pressure back there. Trueblood, I believe. And, yeah, Trueblood really got the pressure back there. It's going to be 4th and a lot, 4th and 14. Do want to thank everybody watching. You know, one of my favorite things, and if you don't have to do this, but I love when I get home, I open up Facebook and I see people showing us, their view of the game. I almost did a selfie a little bit ago to show you where we're sitting at and seeing our crowd. But I like seeing, tag us where you're watching from. So you're watching from your couch. Okay, you're watching wherever. So do enjoy seeing that. Makes it feel like it's all worthwhile when I see how many people are watching and who's watching. So here's a selfie here of the game. So when you see this later, you'll know exactly when that was taken. All right. Post that at halftime. Let's see where I'm watching from. Okay, lots of whistles. Lots of whistles. Not a lot of playing right now. So we have a timeout by the Bulldogs. And so we'll see what's left. And we're going to go to a quick commercial while I figure out the timeout situation. You're watching Eastern Hancock football on the EH Sports Network.
Attention car owners. Has your vehicle seen better days? Introducing Dents Automotive, your go-to solution for those unsightly dents and dings. Our expert technicians use state-of-the-art techniques to restore your car's beauty like magic. Whether it's a minor ding or a pesky dent, we've got you covered. With years of experience and a passion for perfection, we'll have your car looking like new in no time. Don't let dents cramp your style. Visit Dents Automotive today and drive away with a smile. Your car deserves the best. Dents Automotive, where excellence meets restoration.
All right. So, a dangerous play here. I'll catch you up here because we're getting back quicker from timeouts. The Bulldogs punted it. Some people were thinking the Royals may have touched it. The people we're sitting around are kind of biased one way. But they're going to say it's down. It's going to be Royals ball about the 17-yard line after the punt. And there's only 24.4 seconds left here until halftime. So I'll be posting that selfie here. So if you want to post your picture where you're watching from, I'll post it on EH Sports Network and on Twitter. And it's my good side. All right. Elijah Eden in the shotgun. I can't imagine them going too much risk here, but they are. They're going to throw it. And he's going to go deep right up the middle, and it's picked off. And there's a return. It's very returnable. And that was Wyatt Delay. And let's see if we get that replay. That was a high risk. And now you go from maybe going into halftime tied up to now you're potentially going to be down here. 14 seconds left. Ball on the 16-yard line. And the Bulldogs threatening to take the lead here. I don't believe they've kicked any field goals. I've seen a few of their extra points. I will say this about Centerville, and we're sitting right in the middle of the crowd, but they have brought a crowd. So there's not a lot of room around here. So here's Tinkle looking to throw. He throws it out to Hostler, and he may score. He's going to dive in, and a touchdown. And the Bulldogs take the lead off the Royals' mistake. 3 interceptions in the first half. And this is the second time that the Bulldogs have scored off of it. And trying to update the scoreboard, sorry. So my multitasking skills are not the greatest. So it's 14-8. They're going to kick the extra point, try to take a 7-point lead. 8.8 seconds left here in the first half. And it looks like there's a little bit of confusion amongst the Centerville coaches here. So they are all right. It's almost like they weren't sure if they really wanted to kick this or if they wanted to go for it. But looks like they're going to kick it. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. And the Bulldogs take their first lead of the game with 8-15. And there's just 8.2 seconds left in the first half. So here we go. So obviously here, probably going to be some kind of squib kick, and we're going to go into halftime. The coaches Royals coaches and Bulldogs coaches are off to the locker rooms here. They're sitting literally right above us. So if you're hearing anybody, coaches talking, that's where you would find them, or that's where you'd hear them. And like I said, the crowd, I don't know, we'll zoom out. It's Barbie night here, so we see a lot of pink here. And I ain't gonna lie, I just got I think I might have got a selfie from Dave Poff. I'm afraid of where it might have been taken from. As I'm sitting next to Sam Poff. We'll see. We'll have to check it at halftime. And here we go. Probably going to be some kind of squib kick. And it is, and the ball's right up the middle. They're going to jump on it, and still 7.4 seconds left. You got to think we're just going to take a knee here, and we'll go into halftime here. It's really, this has been an hour. This game started an hour and 4 minutes ago. Really long half, first half. The Royals' very first play of the game went for a 69-yard touchdown by Mark Cubey. And really, ever since that moment, they haven't been able to get anything going offensively. So, yep, looks like they're just going to take a knee, go in, and regroup. I will say this about the Royals. They have had dominant second halves. So, outscoring opponents 43-0 in the second half of their games this year after being tied at halftime in those games. So, we're going to have a few things. I do want to mention some stuff you're going to see at halftime. Dave's Express Care Car Wash halftime show, which, by the way, I've had their tenderloin like 3 times in the last couple months. If you haven't been to Dave's Grill, go get you a tenderloin, and I'll tell you a secret. You get gravy and get it on the side and dip it in there. It's nothing like it. So do appreciate Dave's Express Care Car Wash and the halftime show. But we're going to have some graphics here showing off some of our fall sports accomplishments and our athletes of the week so far in this early school year. So halftime, the Centerville Bulldogs lead the Eastern Hancock Royals 15-8, and we'll be back in a little bit.
It's time for the Commissioner's Corner, an exclusive weekly conversation about Indiana high school sports with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. Now for an up-to-the-minute report about what's happening in the constantly changing world of high school sports, here's Coach Bob Lovell with Commissioner Paul Neidig.
Welcome back, everyone, to another edition of the Commissioner's Corner, our weekly conversation with the Commissioner of the IHSAA, Paul Neidig. And Commissioner, traveling this week, you got a meeting with your colleagues around the country and state associations, kind of a yearly gathering. I'm curious as what some of the hot topics, big agenda items are for this meeting.
First of all, it's great to get out and spend a little time with my colleagues here in the Midwest and learn from them.
Right.
You know, there's not a lot of us that do this work, and you know they do phenomenal work in their states, and hopefully I can learn a few things and maybe change what we do a little bit, adjust, or maybe something new. But you know, I think it always comes down to athletic eligibility issues. Every state has they still have rules in the Midwest that eligibility for participation has to be met, whether it's academic or transfer or behavioral, and we talk about those things. The other one is a big topic is always student safety, student athlete safety. You know, we're talking about AEDs right now, and I just stepped out, and that was the topic on the table. And how can we further the training of our coaches with, we've had some high profile student athletes and athletes with Damar Hamlin and others. And so how can we further that training to make sure we have more people that are trained in resuscitation, cardiac resuscitation, but also when schools need AEDs, how can we put funding together? How can we support schools and to make sure that their schools are equipped to safely handle a medical emergency of a student athlete? And so that's a big topic. And then, how schools celebrate state championships, how different states are going to do that, and how you class sports. And, it's just a menagerie of things. And, we have 11 states with us here today, and they'll be making presentations on what they think is working well in the state. So it's really just a phenomenal opportunity to learn.
It's kind of an interesting way of looking at it, too, in a sense that your jobs as state associations is to help facilitate the rules that member institutions have instituted. And in the background is obviously this is competition, and when there's competition, people want to win. And in some sense, you're all the defenders of fair play. That's what your jobs really boil down to, is to make competition safe and fair and educational.
People sometimes, if it doesn't go a certain way, or somebody says, well, you just need to put your rules away and don't even worry about that now. And I hear that all the time. And, Coach, what's interesting to me is we have an education-based athletic model where it really is designed for every student athlete. But we're always asked to change what we do for a non-education-based entity or something like that. And that's just kind of baffling to me. This thing has to be protected so much because it's so important for every kid to grow and develop. But yet we want to throw rules that are meant to promote that away just so one or two or three or a dozen student athletes can have what they want all the way around. We get criticized for that occasionally, and I understand the criticism, but, we're focused on all student athletes.
We're in fall sports now, Commissioner. Week number 3 of high school football. It's a great time to be involved in high school sports.
It is. Staff's been out around the state attending events, and once again, we've got some incredible athletes performing at a high level across this state from one end to the other, and great matchups this week in football. Week 3, coaches are starting to figure out how good their team's going to be and where they need to improve. But it goes beyond high school football. That's the Friday Night Lights effect that we talk about that. But tennis and boys and girls soccer and volleyball and girls golf are going on right now too. And, those sports are just as important, and the lessons learned are many along the way.
Thanks for listening to The Commissioner's Corner with IHSAA Commissioner Paul Neidig and Coach Bob Lovell. And thank you for your continued support of the high schools in your community.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
I live in a rural area, and I am an electric and internet customer. One day I received a check in the mail, and I didn't really realize what it was for. Something that I really didn't realize, that I was getting money back for the services that they give to me, which is nice. Being local, you don't really see that from bigger companies. 9-Star is different than others.
9-Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
Discover the taste of summer at Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Located just north of Maxwell, 2 miles west of State Road 9 on 600 North. Our sweet corn is handpicked, bringing sunshine to every bite. But that's not all. Capture picturesque memories in our fields of vibrant sunflowers, perfect for photos. Bring the joy of Paxton Farm Sweet Corn to your summer gatherings. Visit us today and experience the sweetness that keeps people coming back for more. Find us on Facebook, Paxton Farm Sweet Corn. Paxton Farm Sweet Corn, the sweetest taste of summer.
Attention car owners. Has your vehicle seen better days? Introducing Dents Automotive, your go-to solution for those unsightly dents and dings. Our expert technicians use state-of-the-art techniques to restore your car's beauty like magic. Whether it's a minor ding or a pesky dent, we've got you covered. With years of experience and a passion for perfection, we'll have your car looking like new in no time. Don't let dents cramp your style. Visit Dents Automotive today and drive away with a smile. Your car deserves the best. Dents Automotive, where excellence meets restoration.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 19...
All right. About 1 minute left here. I guess it's not really. They have to reset that. But the Royals jogging back on the field. And then they'll do the reset to 3 minutes. But about 4 minutes or so left of halftime. And I don't have – I have the stat guy right next to me, but I'm not going to bug him about it. But I don't have stats here tonight, but it's pretty obvious, I think, as you watch the game. Early on, we had the huge run by the Royals. Got off to a really good start there, 69-yard touchdown run by Mark Cuby. And then really ever since then, it's just been we moved the ball a little bit, and then we'd shoot ourselves in the foot in some way. And so offensively, it's been a bit of a struggle. Then defensively, the Bulldogs had a big play. They had a direct snap to the running back. He went right up the middle, broke a tackle or two. Had a big long run, probably about 40-some yards, and scored a touchdown. And that was the first 2 touchdowns, and we were stuck at 8-8 for a long period there of the first half. And then in the second half, late in the second half, the Royals throw an interception deep in their own territory. It's returned to the 16-yard line, and the Bulldogs punch it in late to take this 15-8 lead here going into the third quarter. Again, I haven't been able to look at my phone much, but I do appreciate. I've heard there's been some people posting where they're watching from. I posted a selfie where I'm watching from on Twitter and Facebook. Check out the EH Sports Network on Facebook and Twitter. And I do enjoy seeing it, who's watching and makes it enjoyable. We're up to about 126. I don't know. I think we were a little higher than that earlier in the game. And as this game's closer, I'm sure the score or the viewership will increase as the game goes along. And I've mentioned it once before, but the Centerville crowd has just been enormous, and it's packed in here where we're at. We're surrounded by Centerville fans, and the cheer block is all decked out in Barbie pink. And just to our right, and the band is near us as well. And our coaching staff here is right above us. So 1 row above us, giving them the bird's eye view and opinions from there. So 1 minute left until the third quarter. I do want to thank Shane Osting for helping us out, getting us this spot, because I think I gave it a 20% chance that we would stream this game, knowing that their press box was rather small. And they really set us up here. So we've got a table here in the stands, and they've really helped us out and made it possible to stream tonight. So really appreciate them, because they really easily could have said no, and I would have been like, okay, I get it. So I appreciate them putting in the extra effort tonight to allow us to stream. And we'll get ready here for the second half. Let's see if there's anything I wanted to talk about before we go. We do have a trivia question. I'm going to predict that nobody's going to get it right. That's my prediction. I don't think anybody can get it right. So we will post that. That's your challenge. We're going to post that at the break between the third and fourth quarter. If I forget, remind me in the chat, because there's a good chance that I will forget before then. So, Royals are going to kick off to the Bulldogs. Aaron Redmond's going to do it. I don't need to get that off the screen there. We'd like to be able to see some more. So we're in the third quarter here. And there's going to be a deep kick. And it's going to be played about the 10-yard line. And And he's going to move up, gets a little bit of an opening, but it's closed up nicely about the 20-yard line. Looked like he had a little space there, but the Royals shut the door and get him stopped. So the Bulldogs start from their own 20-yard line with a 15-8 lead here in the third quarter. Also, don't hesitate to remind me in the chat that I haven't said the time. So we have no clock tonight because of just limited equipment. So Tinkle back in the shotgun. And he's going to hand it off right up the middle and a good hole. And we're going to be a pickup of about 5. So a good hole there. And exploded through. And also, if you're hearing the coaches behind me too much, let me know. Because I don't want you to hear everything. All right. And motion there. And it's going to be a swing pass out to 32. And he's going to make the catch, Gavin Robinson. And how much time is left? Time is left is 11 minutes and 10 seconds. Coach Bechtel. And pickup of about 4. We're at third down and 1. And the official comes in. They're spotting the ball. They're very slow at. All right, man, they reset the spot. So now, I mean, the ball is almost at a first down at that point. Oh, and the swing pass there, and he's going to pick up the first down. He just runs over the Royal. And runs right over the Royal there and puts his head down. That was Halschler. And swing pass, and it's going to pick up a first down. First down and 10, sorry. And it's going to be it's going to be a fake handoff. He's going to run it right up the middle there, Tinkle. And it's going to be about a 5-yard pickup, I think, or 3-yard pickup by the quarterback. Right now, the Royals just need to get them off the field here. Need to get a good defensive stop here and see if they can get something rolling in their direction because it's been a while since they've scored. Tinkle looks to snap it. He's going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll out to the right side. He's going to pull it down and run, and he's going to pick up the first down. It's going to be about a yard past the yardsticks. And first down, Bulldogs. And Bulldogs finding their rhythm here offensively. So, Coach Dowd, I got your message. You were not down there when I was talking to the 6th grade team about that earlier today. All right, handoff up the middle. And so it's second down and 6. Ball's right just past midfield, 50-yard line. And Bulldogs come out with 4 wide, 2 on each side. Pritchett goes in the jet motion. He's going to take it, and he's going to pick up a first down. And this is the best that any team's ran the ball against the Royals this year. Royals have been pretty stout defensively, especially against the run. And they're going to say he's not a first down. He's going to say, and they're re-spotting that ball again. So this is, I don't know how many times I've seen them re-spot the ball. It's a 3rd and short. Tinkle's going to look to throw. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket. And good throw and catch by Tinkle to Pritchard, Evan Pritchard. And that's going to be a first down. And you got to see pretty impressive coming out of the half. The Bulldogs moving the ball right down the field, now on the 32.5-yard line. Dickinson in motion. Holster takes the the toss, and he's going to pick up about 3-4 good positive yards. That's one thing I've noticed that I've talked about numerous times already tonight, but the Bulldogs continue to get good plays on 1st and 2nd down, and they get themselves in good situations in late downs. The Royals seem to have been in a lot of 3rd and 4th down and long situations, and it's been difficult. And they're going right up the middle. It's going to be about a 3 to 4 yard pickup. And 7 minutes and 30 seconds here in the 3rd quarter. And Tinkle back to, and he's going to hand it right up the middle. Holster takes it, but this time the Royals stand strong, and there's nowhere to go. Let me get some zoom in here. So it's 4th and about 4.5, we'll call it. So a big play here for both teams. The Royals get a chance to get the Bulldogs off the field, see what their adjustments are for the half. Bulldogs try to continue this drive and try to extend their lead already with a 15-8 lead here in the 3rd quarter. And Tinkle looks and rolls out. He's going to throw a short pass, and Willis tried to undercut it, and the ball is thrown wide, and it's incomplete, and the Royals take over on downs. So here's the play. And you can see he gets rolled out, and it's one of those things where it's a good thing it didn't get by Willis there, because if it gets by Willis, he's gone. But Willis, good defensive play. And let's see here. We've got Royals starting off 4 wide. Mark Cubey in the backfield with Elijah Eden. Elijah Eden mishandles the snap. He picks it up, and he's going to go down for about a 10-yard loss. And again, the Royals making mistakes that they have not made this year so far, and just not real sharp so far. They can get it turned around here. 2nd down and 19. Again, Eden back with Mark Cubey. This time Eden looks to throw. Good snap. He's got a lot of time. Now he's going to look to pull it down. He pulls it down, and he's going to be stopped for a loss. So good defense by the Bulldogs. Eden had nowhere to throw it, and he even tried to pull it down and run and had nowhere to run. And the Bulldogs' defense has been really impressive since that very first play in the beginning of the game. All right, it's 3rd and 19 again. Royals in 3rd and very long situations. And the ball is going to be rolled out. Elijah's going to throw a short pass there, and it's going to be caught, I believe, by Manship. He's going to pick up a big chunk, about 12 yards, but it's not going to be near enough. And you're going to bring in the punt unit. And Aaron Redmond's going to be back to punt. And Back to field for the Bulldogs is Colin Peed. Snap to Redmond on target by Jacob Wickard. And that's a great punt, and it's going to be down right there about the 33 or 32-yard line. So I do want to mention the starters on the special teams. Aaron Redmond, punter and kicker. And Elijah Eden's the holder during extra points. And Jacob Wickard is the long snapper. And defensively, we haven't talked about the defense. Here's the starters tonight. Evan Wheeler, Logan Hoskins, Ethan Carter, Caden Rubel, Dom Shelby, Aiden Trueblood, Gabe Johnson, Cameron Voles, Garrett Shaw, Caden Willis, and Dylan Bowman. And good defensive there. There's going to be about a yard and a half loss. And the carry was by Maddox Pritchett. And there's 4:20 left here in the third quarter. It's going to be 2nd down 11. Bulldogs lead 15-8. And it's going to be a fake handoff. Tinkle's going to make the throw, and it's going to be a pretty impressive catch there. That's Pritchett diving there. I don't know if I can get that replay. I'm probably too late. Oh, we're going to get it. So, nice diving catch. And the official came in right away, said it was complete. And it's going to be 3rd down and 5 for the Bulldogs. And Hoschler goes in motion, and Tinkle's looking to throw. He looks downfield, and it's going to be caught nicely. What a great job there by Eddie Parker. Gets his feet down. Good throw by Tinkle, and that's going to be a first down. Here's the play. And you got to give credit. That's a really good rollout and throw. And Parker does a great job getting at least 1 foot down. Probably even had both feet down. And that's a first down. So 3 minutes and 24 seconds left here in the third quarter. Bulldogs moving the ball down the field. Pickup of about 2 there. Run by Owen Boyd. So 2nd down and about 9. So here we have Tinkle in shotgun. 4 wide receivers. Tinkle's going to drop the pass. He's going to throw a short pass out to Hoschler, and he's going to make a move. He makes one man miss and picks up about 5 yards. It's going to make, again, a 3rd down and short. Morrow's got to tighten up their defense here. See if they can get some plays in the backfield here. Give them a chance. Motion man. Oh, they're going to do the play that they scored on in the first half. A little direct snap there to the up running back. And this is actually the play that they scored on in the first half. They snapped it to the up back there. He catches it, and he just powers forward. And so they brought that play out this time for a short game, but enough. So here we go. And motion man. Oh, the low snap there. And may have been 2 people in motion there, but no flag. Not a lot of flags in this game. 2nd down and about 10, 9. Minute 30 left here in the third quarter. Got Tinkle in the backfield. I believe that's Holschler back there with him. And there's going to be flushed out of the pocket, and he's going to go down. The initial pressure there was by number 3, Ethan Sipes. And I hope I didn't just lose. All right, I hope I didn't hit a button there. Hopefully. There we go. Okay, sorry. My screen went blank. It scared me. So Ethan Sipes breaks through, gets the pressure, and brings him down. Big play there. And that pushes them back to 3rd and long. Again, had some strange thing happen, so I'm trying to fix it. All right. And a screen pass there, and he falls down. The running back falls down, and he may be hurt. So the way he went down is not, yeah. So screen pass. And we're going to take a quick commercial break. You're watching Eastern Hancock football on the EH Sports Network. Hopefully a cramp here.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Neidig, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSA.
All right. It's still, players still down with injury. We think they're stretching him out. It's Holschler. And I think it's just hopefully just a cramp as they were stretching him out there. So he's up now and coming off the field. And he's walking on his own power here with a little bit of hope. And that's going to bring a 4th down and 23. 4th down and 23. And the punting unit comes in. Been a long time since the Bulldogs punted. Actually, they've punted twice, I believe. One time nearly was a turnover for the Royals. And so hopefully this one's a lot cleaner. Bowles calls for the fair catch, and he gets it. And that's a good job. He kept position there and didn't allow the ball to roll and get us some bad field position. So we have a roller coaster by the cheer block right next to me. We're about, I believe, 11 seconds here until the 4th quarter. So we're about to switch over to the 4th quarter. Probably one play here. And the Royals still in it, despite not really playing very well for their standards. And this time they hand it off to QB. This time he finds a hole, and he does get to the outside, and he's going to get a 1st down and a flag late. So, and I thought it might have been a late hit. And I thought we almost had a late hit earlier in the game. So we'll see here. Here's Mark. He gets off to the good handoff. He gets out to the outside, very similar to his touchdown run early on. And then a late hit there. And we'll see. Let's make sure. And we've got a player down here. A Bulldog is down that I didn't actually see. So the penalty is against the Bulldogs. And there's a player down here in what would be the Royals backfield. And so you wonder if this is a little bit of, looks like another cramp possibly. So this is something that we get late in the game here. Do want to thank everybody for watching. Again, posted a selfie earlier during halftime of my view. So where are you watching from? So I think Italy has been the farthest distance. If you can beat Italy, I'm impressed. So it's been a really nice night here in Centerville. Cool, good weather here. And I'm really glad considering we're outside for the first time. And teams are, again, if you're just joining right now, there's a player down for injury, so we're waiting. And it looks like it's just a cramp. And the second one in just a few plays. So different player there. So, all right. So we're getting ready. Yes, we were very close. 5 seconds here left until the fourth quarter. And the Royals ball here after a big run by Mark Cubey and then the penalty tacked on. The Royals are now almost to midfield. They're looking at 1st and 10 with 5 seconds left. Looks like they almost tried to draw him off sides there. And the snap is to Eden. It's going to be handed off to Mark. Mark gets off to the left side, and he breaks a few tackles. And Mark's going to be about a 7 or 8 yard gain, I believe. So, about a 7 or 8 yard gain. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter with the Centerville Bulldogs leading the Eastern Hancock Royals 15-8. We will be right back with our trivia in just a moment.
At 9-Star Connect, we're a different kind of utility. We're a nonprofit cooperative owned by our members. We have a local 24/7, 365 support center. At 9-Star Connect, we're a different kind of company, and the difference is you.
All right, here's our trivia question, and I know it's hard to read. So last week, Mark Cubey rushed for 4 touchdowns versus North Decatur. It was only the 19th time that a player has rushed for 4 touchdowns in a game. Only 5 players have ever rushed for 5 or more touchdowns in a game. And it's happened 6 times, and 5 players have accomplished those 6 times rushing for 5 or more touchdowns. Who is the only player to have ever rushed for 5 or more touchdowns in a game twice? So who is the only player to ever rush for 5 or more touchdowns in a game twice in their career? So you can submit your results there on Facebook or YouTube. And we'll see. So, all right. So they're trying to figure out. The spotting tonight has not been very good. So I think we just gained 5 yards on the fourth quarter. So they're trying to figure this out, where the ball should be on. And we'll see. So we got lots of guesses coming in. And see if the Royals can get themselves back in this game. I'm going to leave the trivia down there. We'll get to it at some point here in the fourth quarter. If we don't, remind me in the chat. Okay, a lot of good guesses. Spencer, Kane Sotelo, Doug Meggie, Matt Simmons. Some great running backs in Eastern Hancock history. So, and now I think they get it spotted. It is now in the correct spot. And hand off to Mark Cubey on the outside, and he's going to pick up the first down, I believe. And the Royals move the sticks. And they do call timeout, so it must be close enough to consider measuring. Nope, they're going to call a first down. Brett Bragdon, good guess. All right. So we got Redmond here on the near side. Elijah Eden in shotgun. Mark Kuby in the backfield with him. And Eden's going to throw. It's a slant inside the Redmond. It was nearly picked off. I don't even think Redmond even realized that the Bulldog was diving after that, Braden Ross. And it's going to be now 2nd and 10, and we continue. Let's see. I've got to get some positive yards here. Again, this is a basketball guy talking, so I really don't know what I'm talking about. But you got to think, you got to get some yardage here and get us in a 3rd and short situation, hopefully. Mark Kuby right up the middle, and he's going to pick up about 1. And once again, we're looking at a 3rd and long, 3rd and 9. 11 minutes and 26 seconds left here in the 4th quarter. Bulldogs lead 15-8. And some good guesses again. Matt Simmons, Spencer Gilbert. So, all right, Eden looks to hand it off, and now this time he's got Mark Kuby. He gets off the left side. He's got a little bit of room, but he's going – I think he's going to push himself to the sticks as the Royals crowd over there goes wild. So he did a nice job finishing that play. I don't know if we'll get – oh, there we go. So he gets a real good push right here at the end. And when he realized the first down, the Royals crowd erupts. And now we're talking 1st and 10 here. Ball on the 32-yard line. And it's shotgun by Eden. And he's going to hand off to Kuby right up the middle. He has a little bit of an opening. He's going to fall forward. Going to pick up about 7, it looks like. So. All right. So good guesses. We'll show those guesses here in a minute on the chat. All right, hand off to Kuby up the middle again. They're just like last week, kind of relying on Kuby's legs. And he's going to be enough for the first down, I think. If not, it's really close. Yep, first down Royals. Mm, 9:45 left here in the 4th quarter. And this time Eden's going to look to pass. He's going to pull it down, and he's got a decent amount of room, and he's going to get near the pylon, but just steps out at the 5-yard line. So good job. First time we've really seen Elijah use his legs tonight. He started to one time, and the Bulldogs played really well stopping him, and this time he gets a lot farther. I thought he was going to go out to 10, and he nearly got to the pylon. And sorry, I don't want to miss the touchdown. All right, Pat Kuby hands it off, and he's going to be right at the pylon. And he's going to be out at the 1-yard line. So I need to quit doing replays when we're at the goal line. Nope. All right, so 2nd down and 1, 2nd down and goal from the 1. Elijah Eden in shotgun. Kuby to his right. They're going to hand it off to Kuby. He's going to burst right through the line, and that's going to be a touchdown Royals. And the score is going to be 14-5 as Mark Kuby gets his 2nd touchdown tonight and his 6th in the last 2 games. So here it is. Right up the middle, burst through. And now we're looking at, let me get the right score here. I miss our automatic score from home. Looks like they're going for two, going for the lead here. Oh, and the Royals jump. So there's a flag on the play. And a false start on basically almost the entire offensive line. Now you got to think, do you kick it with Redmond instead of going for two? So the ball's going to be moved back. And it does look like they are going to kick it now. Elijah Eden, the holder. Jacob Wickert is the long snapper. Aaron Redmond, the kicker. A snap is down. The kick is up, and it's going to be another false start. The right side of the line moved. And this is a really important point here. I mean, and we definitely moved. We moved. So Royals shooting themselves in the foot tonight. And now we're looking at I mean Redmond can still make this. So this is well in Redmond's range. So you got to think they're probably going to go ahead and kick it. So maybe choosing where he wants to kick from, choose the hash here. So a lot of Cooper Henderson guests, Zach Arnold in there, Rob Floria. Some good guesses. I will say this. I am surprised. We did get a right answer. All right. A long 30-yard extra point by Aaron Redmond. The ball is down. The kick is up, and it is good. So a 30-yard extra point by Aaron Redmond gives the Royals the tie ball game here, and they didn't make it easy. That was nerve-wracking. So let's see if I can find where this is. All right, there we go. So here's some of our answers. I know they're not all on there, but here's some of them that's been brought up by some people. So a lot of good guesses. And we have had a right answer. So I was wrong. I thought tonight was going to not be chosen. And it was. So there's another running back added. Devin Denny mentioned. But the actual answer to the question is Doug Meggie. In 1980, Doug had games where he rushed for 6 touchdowns versus LaPel and 5 touchdowns versus North Decatur. He's the only running back in school history to run for 5 or more touchdowns twice in his career. So I believe Chad, Coach Kokenauer, was our winner there. I think he was real early. Yeah. So, all right, kickoff by Redmond. And the deep at the 5-yard line. He's going to bring it out. He's going to get out. He gets to the outside. That's Boyd, Owen Boyd. And he gets the outside. He's tackled by Redmond about the midfield. And I mean, Owen Boyd, he's got a, I don't know. Anyways, so I may have been misread. All right, back to where I was at here. And I'm hitting the wrong buttons. We talked about this in the pregame. Players to watch, Mark Cuby and Owen Boyd. And Owen Boyd's been huge tonight. Like, that's another big play there. He's been everywhere. He's got an interception. And I talked about in the pregame, anytime last week you saw a big play being made by the Bulldogs, it seemed like it was number 33 doing the work. All right. And the ball is handed off right up the middle. And that was stopped by Big Joe Hollenball. So when you run into Big Joe, you don't usually go much farther. So great tackle there by Joe Hollenball. Great name, by the way. And it's 2nd down and 9. Tinkle back, and Pete goes in motion, and he gets the ball, and he's going to pick up a first down. Good swing pass there. Yeah, there's no clock tonight. Unfortunately, we're outside. We're not in the press box. It's 8 minutes and 35 seconds. Keep reminding me. I will try to say the clock as much as possible. But we're not in our typical live streaming setup here, so unable to have a clock. So going to be a handoff, getting to the outside again, and I believe that was Pritchett with the carry there, and he comes off hobbling a little bit, getting looked at right away by the trainers. Looks like another cramp. Bulldogs having some troubles with cramping tonight. And the Royals may be too. I just can't see it from my vantage point like I can the Bulldog sideline. So one of those nights, Friday nights. All right, Royals need to get a stop here. 7:40 left here in the fourth quarter. And it's going to be handed off right up the middle. And it's going to be a good pickup by Colin Pede. And it's going to be, I believe, enough for a first down. So after the Royals go down, tie it up, Bulldogs are trying to retake the lead. 15 all here. Both of these teams are 2-0. They're going into tough matchups next week. Royals are going to be taking on Heritage Christian in their homecoming game at home. Bulldogs will travel to Winchester in a TEC matchup. All right, and there we go, the jet sweep, and that's going to be Boyd, and he gets to the outside. And thought there may have been 2 men in motion, but no flag on the play. And Boyd gets a good pickup there, and it's going to be a first down. 7 minutes and 9 seconds left. Ball is on the 15. Sorry, I can't quite see as well down here. So. And again, Dickinson in motion. They hand it off right up the middle, but this time the Royals stout in the middle. Bulldogs can't go anywhere. And brings up a 2nd down and 10. And I can't control the camera angle, but I can control the zoom. So I will zoom in. This is the far end from where we are, so. Do appreciate everybody watching, up to over 200 viewers. And you've got 4 wide, trips on the right side. And there's going to be, the Royals are going to jump off sides, I think. Yep, it's going to be offsides on the Royals. And 5 more yards. Clock is ticking. A lot of time left in this game, but got to feel like a touchdown here is going to be tough for the Royals here. So now they're about the 9-yard line. And 2nd and 5. So Tingle takes the snap. He's going to hand it off. And that's Pete. He makes a cut, and he makes it to right about the sticks. So and sorry, the flag button's still on. My bad. So we got 2 wide out on the near side, 1 on the far. Pede runs in motion. They hand it off right up again, the direct handoff, and they get a touchdown. So second time, I believe that's Dickinson probably. He seems to be running that play. And it has worked 3 times. So one for a long touchdown run early in the game, and then they picked up a first down on a third and short, I believe, and then they get the touchdown there. That's going to be the go-ahead score here, and they line up for an extra point. All right, score is now 21-15 as the extra point is about to be attempted. And the snap is down, the kick is up, and it is good. And the Bulldogs take another 7-point lead after the Royals tied it up. There's about 5 minutes and 32 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Eastern Hancock football on the EH Sports Network.
Looking to give your car that sparkling clean shine it deserves? Look no further than Dave's Express Care Car Wash. Conveniently located at 1749 West Main Street in Greenfield, Dave's Express is your family-owned and operated car wash destination. Choose from our wide range of wash packages. And while your car gets pampered, you can indulge your taste buds at Dave's Express Grill. Have a bite of the world-famous Super Tenderloin Sandwich. Dave's Express Care Car Wash, where exceptional service meets unbeatable value. Experience the difference today.
All right, welcome back. I'm Joe Paxton, and we're getting ready for an exciting finish here. Bulldogs up 22-15, 5 minutes and 32 seconds left. I got to remind myself not to play Dave's Express Care Car Wash commercials late when I'm hungry. So, by the way, their tenderloin is delicious at Dave's Grill with a little bit of gravy. All right, the kick by the Bulldogs. It's a kind of a short kick, and it is played by the Royals, and it's going to be a short gain. Royals got a long field to go. Looks like about 33 yards. Okay, 33 yards to get to the tying touchdown. Good news is, I mean, the Royals got their offense going in their last possession. So behind the legs of Mark Cubey, they made some progress there, moved the ball down the field where they had kind of gotten stagnant there in the second and third quarters. 5:26 left here in the fourth quarter. And here Elijah looks to throw. He brings it down. He's got a lot of open space on the far side. He's going to pick up a first down and a lot more. So nice job by Elijah Eden getting out in space. He pulls it down and picks up a big first down and gets the Royals moving here in a crucial drive here in the fourth quarter. All right. So Royals have 3 wide and 2 on the near side. Rubel moves in motion, and they're going to hand off to QB right up the middle, following Rubel. Rubel trying to lead the way for QB, but picked up about 5, maybe 6. All right. Let's go. We got Manship here on this side. I think Bowman maybe on the side as well. Oh, we kind of push handoff there to QB. Gets to the outside, but the Bulldogs really do a nice job stringing him out. And I think he is going to pick up some yards, but not as much as you normally would. And there's a flag I didn't see. So there's a flag on the play, and that's going to push the Royals back. I'm going to guess a hold. We'll see from the official. Holding on the Royals. So, all right, second down and probably about back to the original line of scrimmage, probably. So, oh, nope, it's going to be farther. My bad, 10-yard penalty. Do appreciate everybody that's been communicating through the chat. Manship in motion. And the fake handoff. It's going to be a screen pass to Rubel, but Rubel is just swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage and unable to break free. I've been really impressed by this Bulldog defense. They have been there's not been a lot of openings. The only openings the Rose have really gotten is a few times Mark's gotten to the outside. But they've defended our passing game quite well. All right, this time Eden throws it out to Redmond. Redmond catches it. He brings it back on the inside, and he's going to try to go all the way across the field, and he just lost yardage on a play that would have picked up yardage. So that's a tough break there. That's I don't know what yeah. So yeah, he lost. He caught the ball for what was going to be a gain, and then ended up moving far enough back that it was a short loss. And now, critical here, 3 minutes and 8 seconds left, and the Royals have to punt. Down 15-22. Redmond gets the kick off. It's a nice long kick, and it's going to keep rolling, going to get a good Royals bounce, and it's going to be down to the 15-yard line. So it's going to be left up to the defense here. Got to get a stop here. Give the offense the ball back. Give them a chance to move the ball one more time. Maybe even create a turnover here. So early on, both teams were turning the ball over like crazy. Garrett Shaw has an interception. Caden Willis has an interception tonight. So see if they can force something here. Again, 2 minutes and 50 seconds left. Bulldogs ball with first and 10, 2 minutes 50 here in the fourth quarter. Both teams have 3 timeouts. And we'll see how this game goes. Tinkle back in the shotgun. And motion man, they're going to toss it off to the right side. The Royals do a nice job. Nowhere really to go. I couldn't see who got the toss. But defended well. That's the kind of stops you're going to have to get here. You got to put them in some long situations, maybe even make them pass the ball. So the clock is stopped. So now it's running. Okay, ball's been placed. Second down and 11. 2 minutes and 21 seconds and rolling. And Tinkle's about to take the snap. They're running the play clock all the way down to 4, 3. Now he's going to do the jet sweep, going to toss it, and then he's going to get open. Oh, nice burst there by Boyd. He was one move from breaking that one. That was tackled there by Trueblood. And again, Owen Boyd been electric tonight for the Bulldogs, and nearly just put the finishing touches on this one. So 3rd and 2. 1 minute and 32 seconds left. Big stop here. You get a first down. I mean, it's going to be real tough. And the ball is going to be short, so good stop. You got to think there's a timeout. It's going to be 4th and 2, and this is the biggest play of the ball game right here. First timeout used by the Royals. So let me get the again, I'm trying to multitask, and speaking and multitasking at the same time are not good for me. And I think I just messed something up. There we go. All right, so big plays here. Minute 23 left. Bulldogs lead 22-15. And it's been a really, really hard-fought ball game. And there at the beginning, I thought we were just going to have an offensive explosion, but it's turned out to be defense that's been the difference. 4th and 2, it looks like we'll see. I don't know if I trust this. So they have a good they're going to punt it. 4th and 2. And they do punt it away. A little bit of pressure. Voles is going to catch it and fair catch it, and the Royals are going to have the ball with 1:17 and a chance to try to tie this game. And I'll be shocked if the Royals do manage to score. I would be shocked if they went for the tie. So, knowing this team, and I haven't looked it up, but I believe it's been a long time since the Royals would have even played in an overtime game. All right, here we go. No time for commercials. And got Rubel wide. Eden in the backfield with QB. He's going to look to throw. He pulls it down. He falls down. And they're going to have to be quick here. Minute 10. Clock is rolling, and the Royals call another timeout. So he tried to avoid the rush there and stepped away, and just that's going to be the slipperiest part of the field. That's where the whole game's been played, right where he was trying to run. And he slips and falls, and now the Royals down to 1 timeout, 1 minute and 10 seconds left, down by 7. And they're looking at a 2nd down and 12. So the Royals homecoming week next week. So I think if you haven't heard, Powder Puff got moved to Monday. So Monday night, Labor Day night, Powder Puff has been moved to Monday. I think Sledgehammer is on Thursday. Football game against Heritage Christian on Friday, and I believe the dance is on Saturday. And if I'm missing any other events, let me know. All right. Eden in the backfield with QB. And he's going to roll out to the left side. He's going to make a pass. It's going to be caught somehow. I think it was bobbled. I need to see this replay. I think Voles was trying to catch this, and I think they're going to be in a hurry, obviously, so I will cut away. It looked like Voles. It hit him in the chest. It bounced up. And then somebody caught it. Maybe Manship. Nope, it's Rubel. Caught it off the deflection. And Royals get a 1st down. And 55 seconds left. Clock is rolling. Elijah throws it out to Manship. Get out of bounds. Get out of bounds. He does. And the Royals advance the ball. And it's going to be, I think, a yard short of the sticks. But good job getting the clock stopped there by Manship. We're looking at 49.4 seconds left here. I'll do my best to keep saying the time. And ball is on the 31-yard line. And here's the snap to Eden. And he's going to drop back. He's going to throw it. He's looking outside. The ball is caught, and that's Manship again. So a 1st down on that nice little out to the sideline, and the Royals advancing the ball down the field. Now at the 19-yard line, 1st and 10 with 44 seconds left. Manship on the near side, Rubel on the far side, and we've got Eden. Voles moves in motion. And Eden looks to throw. He looks downfield. He's looking out again, the Manship. This time well defended. Weren't going to let him do it 3 times in a row. And they get the stop there. So 2nd down and 10. Elijah did a nice job making that pass. It was to the outside. No way it was going to get intercepted. Either or either Elijah or Eli was going to catch it out of bounds and stop the clock, or it was not going to be caught at all. So Kuby in the backfield with Eden. Manship on the near side. 3 on the other, trips on the far side. Elijah rolls that way, throws it out to the sideline. It is caught, but it is out of bounds. Oh, the clock is not stopped. I don't know why they didn't stop the clock. So they need to put more time on the clock because they didn't stop it. Ball was caught and hit out of bounds. So it says 35 seconds on the clock, but it knocked off at least 6 seconds. And I don't think they're going to add any time. So 35 seconds left, 3rd and 10. No, it's 3rd and about 4. Scoreboard's wrong. So Mark Kuby runs it right up the middle. He's still fighting for yards. He's going to be short, but they're going to call timeout. They got to here. So timeout, less than a yard, 4th and 1, less than a yard. There is a 27.7 seconds left. The Royals use their last timeout there. Whew. Here we go. So timeout. It's 4th down and 1. You have no timeouts left. But the most important thing here is to get the first down. You get the first down, you can. There's ways to stop the clock without timeouts. And sorry, I'm blocking people on the chat. Seems like that's my job. So it's 4th and 1. Running the ball is not the worst idea as long as you can get set up quickly or can get out of bounds after getting the first down. But the first down is the most important thing here. 27.7 seconds left. Bulldogs lead 22-15. Ball on the 10-yard line. The handoff is right up the middle. Kuby takes it, and he's going to still push. He's still moving toward the goal line. He's at the 1. They need to get the ball stopped. So they're on the 1-yard line. Kuby nearly got all the way in the end zone right there. And I'm sorry, how crazy of me to do a replay there. So they're calling the timeout. So Centerville calling a timeout. Okay, 15.6 seconds left. Ball is it should be inside the 1 because you almost thought he got in. So it is inside the 1. At the goal line, and now you have a lot of options here. You have a lot of options. Okay, you don't have to throw it, but you need to get in if you don't. So you can do a lot of different things. Important thing is get the touchdown. Obviously, Mr. Obvious here. And 15.6 seconds left. And you got to like the Royals fight here because things have not gone their way tonight. They've had some breaks, and some of them their own doing, some of them that just didn't go their way. But they've kept battling. Now they've got themselves in a chance here to tie this ball game here with 15.6 seconds left. Big play right here. So you've got Elijah in shotgun, Mark on his left. And they do hand it off to Mark. He goes right up the middle, and they stuff him, I think. And they need to get on the line. They need to get it there. And the clock is running. 4, 3, 2, 1. They run it again. This time they push it in. They think they get in, and the Royals score. The Royals score as time expires. The touchdown by the Royals. So they get it. I was trying to count down the clock, and the Royals do get it off with like a second left. Mark Kuby powers his way in for the touchdown, and now decision making here. Okay, and if I know Coach Etch, like I think I know Coach Etch, I know this decision. So So Centerville's calling a timeout here, their final timeout of the quarter. And I know I'm still on replay, I just realized, as I was trying to update the score. So we're coming back. There's your score, folks. 21-22. No score on the clock. Royals lined up for going for two. And the Bulldogs call their final. It says they have a timeout left. So looks like they have one timeout left. At this point, I don't know if it matters. Here's your ball game. I mean, all night. We started at 7 o'clock. It's been 2 hours and 24 minutes. And it all comes down to one play. 2-point conversion here, most likely. We'll see. Yep, 2-point conversion. You've got Eden in the backfield. Mark Cubey back with him. And the ball is snapped. Elijah's going to throw it out. It's going to be Rubel, and he's going to be held short. He does not make it. Tackled at the 1-yard line. And the Centerville Bulldogs celebrate. The Royals kind of walk off back to the sideline. And here's the 2-point conversion. And nice tackle there by 22. Got a hold of his legs. Colin Peed, and Rubel wasn't able to get in. And what a ball game. What a ball game. So the Bulldogs win this tonight, 22-21. And teams are now shaking hands, and there you go. Bulldogs moved to 3-0 on the season, and they're going to take on Winchester. I didn't have time to check any scores from around the area. The Royals dropped to 2-1, and they're going to face a tough Heritage Christian game, ranked, I believe, in 2A next week. And but went right down to the wire, and we'll see here as we get ready here. 9-star post-game show. Only the 5th time that these two teams have played tonight, and the 2nd in a row by the Bulldogs. Royals lead the all-time series 3-2, but Bulldogs have won the last two. And tough one here. Tough one for the Royals, but great job by Centerville. They played outstanding. I was giving a player of the game for them. I thought Boyd was really, really good, and then you can't go without Dickinson. Nathan Dickinson had a couple touchdowns. He had a big first down on those direct snaps. So nice job by the Bulldogs. Give credit to them as they advance, or not advance, but they move on to next week with a victory tonight. So we will kind of recap here. We're not going to have any stats tonight, and we kind of want to make sure we get packed up. And if you're wondering, I don't know if people are listening. Rumor is that you don't want to take 70 home, I think I heard. I don't know if that's still true. And 40 has construction just west of the school here. So I was joking around with Coach Sam Poff next to me that there's no way home. So both roads are blocked. So anyways, we'll see here. I don't know if we're going to do a post game here tonight, since we're going to try to get out of here pretty quick. And coaches are packing up, and I'm going to need to pack up quite a bit. So I think we're going to just not have a post game. I'll go through some commercials, and maybe if Coach Knight comes down here, we'll see. And so thank you for everybody that watching tonight, and appreciate the support. And it was a fun night. So I guess Coach Knight is going to join us. I don't have him plugged in, so we're going to get him plugged in. And it might be a little loud because I like to hear my loud. So, all right. So Coach Knight, can you hear?
Yep, I got you.
Okay, so Coach Knight here. I mean, that's tough. That's tough. And I think that second and third quarters, we really couldn't get a lot done offensively. And we came alive there at the end, and you like their fight right there at the end. And what do you think?
Yeah, it'd have been easy to give up and feel sorry for ourselves. I liked how we did come out and fight, and we kind of punched back, and defense did a heck of a job holding them down most of the game. Offensively, we struggled to get stuff going, and that those last two drives, I think, is more what we expected to see.
Right.
Just unfortunate. Etch asked the kids if they wanted to go for it and win or try to win in overtime. They said they wanted to try to win it then, and what do we end up, a yard short, something,
Yes.
half a yard short? So.
Yeah. And it was there, a great tackle there by the Centerville kid.
Yeah,
The kid.
yeah. And Caden's a big kid to try to bring down. So,
So, and now I know a little bit of disappointment, but next week it's a sectional opponent, and an opponent that we haven't had a lot of success against. So, got to get him. I think getting the focus back this week will be an important thing.
I think films tomorrow are going to be really, really important. We got a lot of mistakes we got to clean up, and Centerville's a good football team. A lot of that was self-inflicted, though. And you're right. We'll watch film, and then we're gonna start game planning for Heritage Christian. And we got to refocus. We got to put it behind us. Learn from it what we can, and because next week's going to be a dogfight.
And this is tough. I know you only get 9 games or so in football, so they're all important. But in the long scheme of things, this doesn't hurt any long-term goals. So this isn't a conference team. This is not a sectional opponent.
Right.
It's just a good football team that made us better.
Right.
I know it hurts to lose this game, but it's in the big scheme of things. It's just a tool to make us better for the end.
Yeah, it's not we're not undefeated anymore. We lost that, and I think we lost our confidence a little bit in the first half, and I think got it back there in the second half. That was nice. We'll see how the kids rally from how it ended. But it's conference. We're still at least tied for first place in conference. I don't know who else has played, but so that's still a goal that's out there. We haven't lost a sectional, or our season's not over. So a good thing in Indiana is everybody makes the playoffs. If we were in Ohio and lost one game, we might struggle to get in. But so that's there. It's just how do we respond, I think, is the important thing.
Oh. All right, well, we got a lot of packing up to do, and we got a long trip here, and we don't want you to miss the bus either.
No, that would be bad. I'd be riding with you or my wife, something.
All right, well, thanks for joining us, and 3-day weekend. There's something to look forward to.
Yeah,
so.
Thanks for driving out here and live streaming by yourself, too. We appreciate that.
No problem. All right, so we're going to wrap up with a couple of commercials. I'm going to get packed up, and we will be out of here. So the Bulldogs win 22-21 in a close matchup, and the Royals try to bounce back next week as homecoming week against Heritage Christian. Good night.
One thing I love about 9 Star is seeing how much this cooperative gives back to our community. They are always sponsoring and supporting our youth organizations. This is a huge part of our community and makes it a great place where we live. I encourage everybody to realize what an asset this 9 Star cooperative is. They give back, and they have so much to offer.
9 Star is a different kind of company, and the difference is